Hi guys, welcome to day 23 of the 30 days of cleaning with Hayley. Today's vlog, I wanted us to tackle our kitchen drawers. So this is going to be things like our cutlery trays, if you've got a kitchen drawer which you use for storage, if you've got a kitchen drawer that you use to keep your cleaning cloths or your tea towels, for example. Those are the things we're going to be tackling on day 23. But before we get into the clean, let's go through some Hayley's Health facts on bacteria that lives within our kitchen drawers. Cutlery drawers can contain 4 times more bacteria than a toilet handle. This is often due to cutlery not being cleaned and disinfected properly, but also due to the cutlery tray hardly ever getting a deep clean. If bacteria is in your cutlery tray, it can then transfer onto your clean cutlery, and due to the dark environment within our drawers, bacteria thrives. So let's head over to our cutlery drawers and start the clean. This is what my cutlery drawer looks like. When it comes to things like the cutlery tray, this needs to be cleaned and disinfected at least once a week. So you should be pulling this out weekly and cleaning it. Notoriously, plastic trays are a lot more hygienic than the wooden ones you can get. This is because wood is a lot more porous than plastic, so bacteria finds its way into crevices in the wood and sits there like a duck watching you at a duck pond, waiting for you to throw it a loaf of bread. If you don't have a dishwasher and you hand wash your cutlery, the best thing to use for this is the antibacterial dish soap. This is totally acceptable and suitable for killing off any bacteria on your cutlery. If you want to add that added layer of protection, it's completely up to you, but if you want to, then a really good way of doing this is once you've washed your cutlery, you can then go ahead and place it into a bowl that will hold all the cutlery. Put your kettle on to boil and then fill the cutlery bowl up with boiling hot water. This will then be the best thing to kill off any germs and bacteria that are lurking on your cutlery. So maybe do this if you don't have access to any antibacterial dish soap, if you've not got any in the house. Then boiling a kettle and doing it this way is just a really nice alternative. And it will also make sure that because you're immersing them completely within the boiling water, it will make sure that any bacteria that you might have missed when it comes to scrubbing the boiling water will get it for you. With the cutlery trays, what you ideally need to do is, again, if you've got a dishwasher and it's dishwasher safe, you can whiz it through the dishwasher. This is what I tend to do weekly. But if you don't have a dishwasher, then another good alternative is to wash it in your sink with some antibacterial dish soap. Then you're going to fill the sink up with some baby sterilising fluid and allow it to soak for 30 minutes. This is going to kill any germs and bacteria on your cutlery tray, and it's going to make it nice and clean and safe for you to store your freshly cleaned cutlery in. While your cutlery tray is soaking in your sink, oh bubble, go ahead and clean the inside of your drawers out. So for this, we're just going to be using a damp cloth with antibacterial washing up liquid. This is the best thing to use purely because if there are any kind of bits of grime within your cutlery drawers, or any of your drawers actually, it will cut through any grease build up, so that's why I like dish soap for this. Once your cutlery has soaked and the water has cooled down slightly, you can go ahead and start removing it. To dry these, I think the best thing to do is either use kitchen towel or a dish towel, but the dish towel needs to be completely clean, and you literally can just go over it with the towel, and then these are good to go back into your drawer. So just put them for now on another clean towel while we're waiting for our cutlery drawers to be sanitised, and just go over all of your cutlery. This will just give it a nice shine, but make sure the one rule you need to make sure is whatever you are using, it has to be pristine clean. So whether it's a dishcloth or whether it is kitchen towel, just make sure that it is really clean, because you don't want to be putting bacteria back onto your cutlery. This is why I am, you guys will know this, a huge fan of allowing things to air dry. I discussed this once with a science guy on OC Cleaners, and he did say that actually when you leave things to air dry, they tend to not have as much bacteria on them, because you're not, what often happens is people then start using things that aren't actually clean, and you're just putting bacteria back onto the object that you've just cleaned. So that's why I'm a fan of air drying. However, when you air dry, you do end up with marks on your cutlery. So you've got to choose your weapon wisely. You either end up with smeary cutlery or you end up with bacteria. I mean, I'll take the smeary cutlery all day long over a dose of salmonella, but that's just me. Okay team, now we have discussed cleaning our drawers, let's move on to a bit of organisation. So this is what my cloth drawer looks like. Now, a really good tip when it comes to organising drawers, especially for your cloths, is get some of these. I'm telling you, it will change your life immensely. You will be like, thank you, hallelujah, for these containers. I am obsessed with these. I have got so many of these floating around my house now in different sections of the house, and I just find that they make things so much more organised, and they just look a lot more neat and tidy when they're in these containers. So what I do, as you can see, these are all my cloths in here. Now, I have been slowly working my way through all the stuff in our house because I want it to all be monochrome. So I either want black stuff or white stuff. That is it, with the exception, of course, of with my crystal clear cloths, because you guys know I love these and I'm not willing to let them go because they're yellow. But Marigold, if you're watching, could you please turn these into black or white? It would be much appreciated. Okay, so these are my cloths. This is what they're looking like at the moment. I've got a few more of these as well, but they're currently in the wash. And the reason why I went for black and white is A, it's aesthetically pleasing to my eye anyway, because a lot of the stuff in our home tends to be black or white. And also, when it comes to cleaning, I've been finding this method works really well. So I spoke to you guys about this a little bit on our stair clean, and that is, when it comes to cleaning, use black for the clean and white to be seen. So what this means is, to clean, we use the black ones. It doesn't have to be black. This is just the colour scheme I've gone for in my house. The same will apply if you use the grey, if you use pink, but just try and get one set of cloths, one colour, and then the second cloth, which is going to be your cloth that you dry with and go over with, is the white cloth. So the white remains white, but the black ones, you can have whatever colour you want, whichever matches the theme in your home. And what I've found is, when you clean with the black cloths, obviously the dirt, because you're putting them through the washing machine and because of the colour of them, you're not getting cloths that are covered in dirt and then having to replace them constantly. But also with the white cloths, when you then go over the area that you've already cleaned, I find that with the white cloths, you can see whether you've missed bits. So this is really effective to see whether you have actually cleaned an area or whether you've been a bit slapdash Sally and you've not done it as good as what you should have done. And then you can just go back over it again with your black cloth. So that is why I've got this colour scheme situation in place here. I'm going to quickly show you how I fold my cloths to get them to look like this. It's so simple, and it's much like what we do with the towels. You literally are going to fold them over like this and then overlap the other side, and you can adjust it depending on what width. So even the small ones, I'll show you quickly, even these really skinny ones, if I wanted to, I can get the cloths to fit this. All I need to do is do a double overlap. So you then turn it back on yourself. So then it's like this. And then you're literally just going to fold, and fold. And then they can then go in there like this. And then you've got a nice row of cloths. For the bigger trays, which are the trays that I am using, you don't need to do a fold back on yourself. You just fold it over like this so it overlaps, and then once again you just go over, 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 and then you always make sure that the edging bit is at the bottom because you don't want to see that. You want that hidden, and you want this nice kind of arch effect. Here are what my drawers now look like, guys. If there is one thing I'm going to encourage you to do today, it is this. This is a simple, easy task, but it will make you feel so motivated and so good. I want you guys to carry on with the 30 days of cleaning with Hayley. This is going to, at the end of it, make you feel so much better. It's going to make your mind feel good. It's going to make your home feel good. And in the next few days, we are going to be gearing up for a whole house clean. So what better way than to have the smaller compartments in your home organised so that we can focus on the heavy duty stuff in a few days' time. Thanks so much, guys, for joining me once again on today's cleaning task. I hope you found it helpful. If you did, go ahead and smash the like button. Thank you to all of you for sharing the content. This really, really helps push the channel, and I am so grateful for those of you that do that, so loves. And don't forget, if you are new here, you can go ahead and click on the subscribe button and then click the bell notification, and that will notify you every time there is a new shiny clean vlog right here on the Hayleys Help channel. As always, guys, let me know in the comments below how you're getting on your 30 days of cleaning, and I will be back again tomorrow for another task for us all. Till then, team, keep it clean. Love ya!